Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and I read bouquins and books. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, a poem and a few words about the magazine where it comes from. I'm going to name the magazine. The magazine is Pop Shot Quarterly. This is issue 34, yes, winter 2021. And the poem I'm going to read is Etiquette by Palma McKeown. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. McKeown. Now, I will not copy the poem in the description box below because it is under copyright. However, I will edit the closed captions to make sure that it reflects the spelling, the punctuation, and everything in the poem. And to indicate a change of line, I will put a slash, and a change of stanza, I will put a double slash. It's very short. Hefting on my bra with the 38 double D prosthesis tucked in its right-hand pocket, I stop to think of the occasional ogler, the glancing chancer, the frank admirer who is fooled into thinking I am whole. I imagine a tryst, a moment of passion, his fingers unbuttoning my blouse, slipping in to find precisely nothing but taut skin and scar tissue. I guess at his reaction, the hand snatched away, the instant dispatch of romance, the "why didn't you tell me?" Surely there must be a missing parts manual for those of us who have surrendered our hair, our teeth, a testicle, a breast along the way, telling us when to break the news, how not to frighten them away, teaching the polished manners of loss. It comes with an illustration by Robin Goodwin, which I think is very nice too. So the magazine, I bought it at a big box bookstore at Chapters. For the first time in my life, I think, I wandered towards the literary magazine section. I never before took the time to look at these magazines. For some reason, I never thought they were for me. I never considered myself concerned by these magazines. But I figured, well, I'm a booktuber now, I should know these things. And I decided to have a look at them, and I leafed through them, and I found quite a few that could be very interesting. And obviously this is one of them. What I liked about this magazine is that it comes with illustrations. So this is a magazine of short stories, flash fiction, and poetry. And as I said, everything comes with illustrations. Or printed on colored paper. Oops. Okay, this one is not my favorite. It's a bit Beavis and Butthead. But there are some other, there's another one that is quite pretty. This one, yeah. All of this to say that this is a very beautiful magazine. It's printed on a good quality paper and it's very agreeable to read. I have not read it completely yet. There are 27 stories and poems and short stories in there. I have not read them all yet because since the magazine is published once every 3 months, every 4 months, 4 per year, once every 3 months, I have a lot of time to read it before the next one comes out. I'm not sure if I will subscribe, but I am thinking about it. What I'll do, I think, is buy the next issue when it comes out and read that one too. And if I still like it, I think I'm going to subscribe to the paper version. It's not going to be any cheaper than buying it at the bookstore because I will have to pay for shipping all the way from England. But I think it could support the magazine, and by supporting the magazine, I would be supporting new writers. However, what I will do too is read other magazines, literary magazines, see if there's something else that perhaps is more suited for me. I say something that could be more suited for me because there's one thing that I don't really like in this, and it's the flash fiction. It is my first experience with flash fiction. I have not read it before, and what flash fiction is, if I understand correctly, it's just a very short story. It's 1 page, perhaps 2 pages, and in these few lines, the author tries to tell us a complete story. So far, I cannot say that I really like it. None that I read, I haven't read them all yet, but those that I've read, none of them struck me as being very good, and 1 or 2 struck me as being quite bad, actually. And I think it's more dangerous in flash fiction. It's easier in flash fiction to be bad because it takes just one wrong sentence and the entire thing collapses because there's simply not enough stuff to compensate for the weakness. And more than that, it's not enough that there be no weakness. I think there must be something strong about it. Otherwise, it's just a paragraph. It's just a post on Facebook, on Instagram. It's not very meaningful if it's not very, very strong. So I'm still on the fence about flash fiction. But I like the short stories, those that I've read. I like the poetry. That particular poem that I read, that is the one that made me buy the issue. When I leafed through it, it just jumped at me and I really liked it. So I thought I would give the magazine a try. And so far, I'm not disappointed. It's still worth it, even though I don't really like the flash fiction, even though not all the illustrations are worthy of a museum, let's say. It's still a quality magazine, so I'm going to consider it. And I'm going to continue exploring the world of literary magazines to see if there's something else that I like and that I would like to subscribe to. So I guess I'll finish this video by asking you, if you do subscribe to literary magazines, do you think they're still relevant? Is there one that you're subscribed to? Is there one that you read once in a while? Yeah, I would like to know more about literary magazines. So I guess that's something I will keep exploring and that I will talk about again on my channel on the tube. So that is it for me today. Thank you everyone for watching. I will see you in the next video. À la prochaine!